Hey everyone, Joel Hansen here, and by very popular request, today we're going to do a full day of eating. So, as a fitness model, as a competitive eater, what do I eat when I'm not doing those eating endeavors? So, you're going to find out. So I'm going to tell you, I am a very simple man when it comes to eating, and especially today, just do with what I have. So right here I have 7 ounces pre-cooked weight of pasta, and I'm going to dump about a half a bottle of pasta sauce in it. So it's going to be something like approximately, I don't know, let's say 150 carbs. And then I barbecued some chicken thighs, which I'm gonna probably just have one right now, and then I'll have some more later, of course. So, I'm also going to pair that with a couple carrots. I'll show you them in a second. So again, the first thing I'm eating today, so we have about 7 ounces pre-cooked pasta, just over half a bottle of pasta sauce, and I got about a teaspoon of cayenne pepper in there because I like the spice. We got 2 chicken thighs, put some Montreal steak spice on them. Get that light out of the way. Montreal steak spice, got some ketchup, got some Mexican mole, it's like a hot sauce, and then I have 3 large carrots. So that's going to be meal 1. What's up, Doc? And we're back. So it's now about 4:30. When I first ate, it was about 2 p.m. Late start today, yes I know. I'm gonna have another carrot, so it puts me probably just over a pound of carrots. And then I have 2 large, they're Asian pears. They actually are a product of China, but these together weigh almost a pound. So that's what I'm having right now. So I only recently had my first Asian pear. If you're not familiar with what one is, they're super light and airy. And I mean, it tastes like a pear, but they are very sweet if you let them ripen up. So buy them. When you're buying them, make sure there's a smell to them and leave them on your counter for a couple days. But they're just like very crisp. Like, listen. Very crisp, very airy, and very delicious. So I live in a shared house and there's a TV on, so I'm just going to do a voiceover for this part. So this was at 7:30 p.m. approximately. I was having one of my chicken thighs that I barbecued. I was also having a can of kidney beans, and now I'm just going to show you how I prepare them. So after I rinse out the beans, I just put them in a bowl. I do heat them in the microwave. Here I got my Montreal steak spice, putting some of that on the chicken. I do like the spice. I'm a big salt fan. Then have some sriracha sauce. I'm putting that on beans. I like to add some hot sauce and something a little sweet to my beans. Then I mix them up. Here's that hot sauce, that Mexican mole. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. A little bit of that in there. Add a little bit more spice, a little bit more flavor. It's a little bit of ketchup in the beans. And with the chicken, can't have enough ketchup. So it's about 9:40. I take a multivitamin every day. I also take a calcium supplement at least once a day. I try to do twice because I don't consume a lot of dairy, so I don't get a lot of bioavailable calcium in my life, or that much calcium in general at all. So let's change that. Then I had a very low fat day today, so I'm gonna have half a dozen flaxseed oil caps, and I'm running out, but I'll have some omega-3 fish oils as well. I always find it interesting how some people can't swallow pills. So like here for an example, there's 6 fish oil caps. And that's it. And then I had another carrot. I kind of started eating it, so there's not much left. And normally I try to have more vegetables in the day, especially throw in a green vegetable or 2, but I only have carrots right now. I'm needing to go to the store. Hence Virtually zero diversity today. I also took another pear. But I'm just having like a slice. It's like a third or a half. And then I'm having 2 Nature Valley sweet and salty bars. These ones are cashew. Here's what one of those sweet and salty bars look like. They're okay. I'm only really consuming it because there's some fat in it. Like I said, I had a pretty low fat day today. I also have been drinking water, I just haven't been showing you. And currently I'm drinking some water with some Country Time lemonade water enhancer. Last thing before I go to bed, because it's way past my bedtime, I'm gonna have about a half scoop of a protein powder. The way I do it is I just shotgun it. So get a little bit of water or liquid in your mouth. Mix it up, chase with a little bit of water, mix it up, and swallow that. So everybody, that was about my full day eating pretty much. It's not exactly 100% my normal day, but it's pretty normal. Usually I probably have like a little bit more diversity. Maybe I have 2 kinds of fruits and 2 kinds of vegetables instead of 1. I'm also gonna go take probably 2 or 3 more flaxseed oil caps because again I didn't have too much fat today. Total calories for today probably somewhere around 2300, maybe 2400, but 2400 we'll say, which consisted of maybe like 300 and maybe 20 carbs, probably about 120 grams of protein, maybe a little bit more, maybe like 50-ish grams of fat. Maybe 60. But then there's all things like condiments, like my ketchup and stuff. I don't count calories in that. So I'm sure it's about probably somewhere around 2400 if I actually counted everything. So, thanks for watching, everybody. Until next time, happy sleeping and happy eating. Alright everyone, so here's some gym footage, something which is also similarly requested. So I took this footage over Christmas actually, and as I was not able to go to the gym very much because I was traveling, I'm just going to do some full body stuff. So I just started with some rows. For those of you who do not know, I do have a number of injuries that I work with, so I can't really do too much with my legs, but after the rows I did some incline incline barbell bench press I guess you could say. I probably had about 205 on there. Then I did some basically rack pulls. I just used the bench because it was right there, but a limited range of motion, but something again to get that hip flexion going, which is good stuff. You need that hip flexion in your life. We then went to some overhead press, pretty standard. I think I went up to about 135. Right here it'd be 105, I believe, on there. I also have some bicep tendinitis and some shoulder issues, which I'm correcting. So again, I do what I can. Very thankful that I can do anything because sometimes I feel like I can't. Then did some weighted pull-ups. Had a 45-pound plate there. I also am a big fan of 5x5s and stuff, so you'll notice a lot of my rep ranges are quite lower unless it's just something that's kind of accessory. Did some really quick hammer curls. Those are 40-pound dumbbells. Hammer curls usually don't irritate my tendinitis as much, my bicep tendinitis. We then have some lying hamstring curls, which are exactly as they are. I can't exactly tell how much weight was on there, but it's not a lift I try to go super heavy on.
It's more just getting a little bit of volume and action in my hamstrings. And these are one of the movements that I can do that generally doesn't irritate my knee too much, if at all. I'll say too much. So just did a couple sets of these to close it off. I then went home and ate a lot of food.